this is Nikki from WayUp, and I am here at the Unilever offices in New Jersey in the Foodie Test Kitchen, and I'm here with Vince, Taylor, and Raj, who are all interns for summer 2016. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna find out what it's really like to work at Unilever as an intern. So, like I said, we're in New Jersey. Do you guys live here? How do you get here?
No, I live in the city. I'm down in the East Village.
Oh, okay.
I live in Lower West Side, Manhattan.
And I live in the Upper West Side.
Awesome. How'd you get to Jersey this morning?
So Unilever actually has a shuttle route for us. There's one on the west side and one on the east side that picks everybody up at different spots in the city. So it takes us right in. And at first I was kind of freaked out by that, knowing we would have to commute from Manhattan to Jersey every day. But it's actually a really cool resource because there's Wi-Fi on the shuttle, so you can get some work done. And it's also a great place to kind of meet full-time employees and other interns and stuff. Yeah.
So you get some work in and some networking in.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So I heard something kind of along those lines that Unilever has a really, really lax sort of work from home, agile work policy. Mm-hmm. Do you guys get to take advantage of that even as interns?
Yes, I definitely do. When I first came here, I was so confused because a lot of people said that it would be a little bit lax for a corporate company, and I was walking around and I just didn't understand, like it still didn't make sense, but afterwards I did get used to it. That's something that I really enjoy because I can't stay in like a closed room for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's very beneficial to just be able to move around. You can meet new people, you can meet up with others to kind of get advice and work on your projects together, so it helps me out a lot.
That's great. Yeah, I definitely feel that startup-y sort of relaxed, agile vibe, and it's amazing that you guys get to take advantage of that as interns.
Yes, definitely.
Another thing I heard about intern, I heard that the VP of HR started as an intern like you guys and has worked their way up. What sort of opportunities for growth and leadership do you guys feel here in the internship program?
Yeah, so Unilever started this new vision and mission with their leadership program, and it starts out with interns interning during the summer, and then if they get the full-time offer, they transition into the Unilever Future Leadership Program. My manager actually was part of that. So she started off in undergrad just like me, and she worked in the IT function. Then she transitioned into the UFLP role, where she was given the opportunity to go through a series of rotations over the course of 3 years. Some of the really cool things that she told me is that she was able to travel and work with the global brands for Unilever, and then also as well be able to get that insight on leadership as well and communication. And then after the 3 years, she was able to get herself into a managerial role.
Wow. How motivating to know that those sort of leadership opportunities exist while you're still an undergrad.
It's crazy, yeah.
That's great. And you feel like that's something that's attainable for all of you guys as interns?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Wow.
And I think the company encourages us to go out and seek new experiences so that even on our own, we're really developing ourselves.
That's really special. So I was reading the site, and I know that Unilever has so many amazing brands. I heard that Unilever started with soap, and I was wondering, does that mean anything to you? I mean, how does that manifest itself in your specific roles and functions?
Well, I've personally had the privilege to intern in the Dove brand, and that's something that I learned early on when doing research after I was put in the group and just meeting with my team. So seeing how soap was very important to the start of Unilever was really great because I just felt like I was in the best brand ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's really great just to know that Unilever is working towards helping others outside of just the company, but knowing that people all around the world can look to Unilever for help in regards to sustainability or just hygiene is really great. It's really great.
Wow, that's great. I know that you guys have some big sustainability goals. And how do you...
It's really interesting to see, I think, how, like, I'm on Axe, I don't work on soap, so I'm more on deodorant, but we have our own sustainability goals. And, the food brands like ice cream, Ben & Jerry's, they have their own manifestations of the sustainable model, so it's really interesting to see how the different brands do that in the company. And a really cool fact that I love about Unilever is we're going to go completely clean energy by 2030, which I think is really ambitious, but it's like cool to be a part of a company that does cool stuff like that,
Absolutely. I mean, you guys are kind of setting the goal and setting the bar high for everybody else because you are the leader.
Totally.
That's great to be a part of that. So there's 3 of you here. How many other interns are there?
There's
A
about
lot.
there's like over 100 of us.
Really?
definitely.
Are
But
they
they're
all?
all over the country.
They're all over the country. Oh
Yeah.
wow! So how do you interact with them? If so, how? Do you know them?
So I know that because of how technology is evolving and all, we're able to create group chats and even be able to post pictures and all kinds of stuff because I know we have contests running around with the hashtag SummerUL16
What's the contest?
to be able to put the most amount of pictures I think online of us during our events and all kinds of stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, awesome! Have you guys been posting?
Oh yeah.
There's probably a lot to post. But what are the events where?
I know we went to the Fancy Food Show in the city. I think that's the largest convention I've ever been to in my entire life. You get exposed to every single country over there with different vendors from different countries showing off their brands, and then Unilever being there as well too. And every time you go to a booth, they're like, "Oh, you're from Unilever, one of the largest companies." They always want us to acquire them as well. But we also had other events too, like the Mets game, where we were able to bond with all the other interns and some full-time staff. Lots of fun.
That's great. So, on to the other fun stuff, even though Mets games and fancy food show sounds pretty fun. What has been the favorite moment of your internship program thus far?
I think for me it was a couple weeks ago where the Axe marketing team had a big meeting with all our media agencies to kind of come in and brainstorm for how we're going to evolve Axe's messaging and communications for the next year. It was just a really cool experience to be a part of such a high-level conceptual meeting to really understand where a brand is trying to take itself in the future. So I love that. Yeah.
I'd say when we took a trip, the marketing interns took a trip to the Google office in Manhattan. I thought that was really fun just to see the other companies that Unilever partners with. I was able to learn a lot, and it was just interesting how Unilever will introduce us to these other companies because they want us to learn. That's really great to me because it seems very selfless. They want their interns to get the best out of the whole summer, so I benefited a lot from it.
We recently just had a meeting with Amazon Web Services, and we were exposed to all the different kinds of back-end stuff that we do with IT and how we work with them on our database and all kinds of stuff. So for IT, it was pretty big because Unilever is more of a CPG company where it's consumer product goods. So I was able to get a chance to meet with an actual IT firm as well too, which was really nice.
That's great. Wow. It sounds like you guys have had such an amazing experience, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.